Hi there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I'm back with the same angle. Today I'm even a little bit health update is a little bit worse. I have mild fever. I think most probably it's the high heat. We're awaiting a storm in Bangladesh. So basically the humidity in the air is very, very high. And if you go for a walk or get dehydrated, you may fall sick. So be careful if you're in Bangladesh. So today what I plan to do, still I want to do some content. I have written down about think in total 30 something contents are upcoming, some comparison video, some list, some individual reviews, so sort of like a mix. Okay, so in that part today I'm going to be doing 3 videos. As you can tell in front of me, I have a couple of fragrances, kind of dark fragrances from 2 different houses. One house is called Prada, other one is Tom Ford. And if you can actually see, I have a couple of bottles of the Prada, same fragrance. There's no difference in them. This perhaps I think both these fragrances are discontinued, and why I picked them to compare, because there is a fair comparison between the two on Fragrantica. These are not really currently talked about that much, but these are 2 of my favorite fragrances if you talk about dark, sensual, and they are from 2 different price brackets. I'll discuss in depth everything. So I have pre-sprayed them on the paper. I don't have the boxes here with me anymore. So what happened was basically, which one is my emptier bottle? Yeah, this one. The bottle was running a little bit low. Even this is a dark bottle. You can see the Prada was running low, so I got a backup bottle. Okay, here, and there's a reason for it. So Prada. Let's start with comparison house. Prada is a designer house. So is Tom Ford, but Tom Ford is a little bit more pricey. Like people know that these are a little bit more up class. For these bottles, even the designer side, you have to pay a little bit more money, $150 plus. So this whole line, I think Tom Ford and Tom Ford and for men and Noir, these 2 are discontinued. There's also Tom Ford Noir Extreme, Noir Anthracite is discontinued, but I think on most part they have many other flankers to this line. Okay, so price comparison wise, they are both 100 ml. You can get them in 2 different sizes. I think this one comes in 50 and 100 as far as I know, and the Tom Ford also has 50 and 100, 2 bottle sizes. Prada, if you talk about retail, it's going to be high, 85 upwards. Okay, in retails. Discontinued side, you can buy these at this current moment around $65 to $75. That's the price for 100 ml. The Tom Ford, I'm just talking about our current market, so your market can be different. You can have it more pricey, cheaper. Tom Ford Noir, this one I bought it as a partial, like it was like this much juice left, and I got it for a good deal. But these fragrances, they run for $150 or upwards, like $130 to $150 for 100 ml. The concentration, I don't remember EDP or EDT. Perhaps the Tom Ford Noir, I think this one is EDP concentration. Okay, the dark one, and the other one, the Prada, perhaps is, I don't know if it says somewhere. Okay, this is called this is the concentration Prada Purum Intense. Okay, EDP concentration. This is also EDP concentration. Okay, so there's a sort of a tie, but price point, Prada still wins. 100 ml both, but coming to the bottle design and everything, Prada here is a genuine masterpiece. Since the beginning, I'll show you the original Prada Amber. My bottle, this one, I have backup as well. This is the Prada Amber with the beautiful violet color juice. If you see, the full bottle looks very pretty. So after that, this is the flanker. So Prada Amber, that metal plate in front, if you never seen one, and then the cap at the side, beautiful atomizer. These have the laser like atomizer. It's really something, and these presentations are like stunning. So for me, let's just keep it there as a brother reference point. For me, Prada takes the cake, but Tom Ford is okay. I mean, it looks nice. Okay, the cap looks like that. Tom Ford, it says, it got good detailing on it. So for the price bracket, I think Prada is a clear winner here. Okay, so let's talk about what else we talk about. Let's talk about longevity, then projection, as well as fair comparison about which one is more versatile, when to wear them. Sorry, yeah, you see the voice, it's really bad. So I think both of these are less versatile, compared to something like Prada Amber or Tom Ford for men, which I don't have. Those are more like summer, spring wearable. Prada Amber, you can also wear it in the colder months, but these 2 dark babies, you have to really like enjoy them in the cold weathers. Colder months, these are really fantastic. So both are less versatile, so there's like a tie. Longevity, for me, both are very long lasting, but there's a thing with this Prada, which if you wear, let's say, I tried them both side by side, which it's not right. I mean, these are not supposed to be worn in summer. I wore them in summer and I felt the Prada disappeared very quickly. After 2-3 hours, I cannot detect. But the Tom Ford, I think the quality of the Tom Ford is a little bit more, the potency is a little bit more. So longevity is better on Tom Ford Noir EDP, okay? But nighttime, if you talk about winter, I find them good, like almost equal, but again, projection, it's a little bit better with Tom Ford Noir EDP. Even though it's EDP, it projects a little bit more than this. This one stays kind of like around 5 feet around this, your aura. How many sprays I would go? Prada Amber Intense, I would go like 4 to 5. Tom Ford Noir EDP, I'll go 2 to 3, okay? So in that way, yeah, you save some sprays, but still, price difference wise, this is half priced or cheaper, okay? So in that way, you know, I would say it's fair game if this one, like, you know, the performance is that much, okay? So performance wise, let's just say Tom Ford wins here. Okay, when to wear them? Again, this one is a bit tricky. I find these fragrances extremely, I mean, for particular mood, you know. The reason being, when you want to wear them, you need like that particular mood, wearing something dark. You know, when you wear John Barbato's Dark Rebel or Dark Rebel Rider, colder months, you want something spicy, you want something dark, mysterious. They both are very similar. So that's where the comparison comes, okay? If I look at Fragrantica, the Tom Ford has bit more notes breakdown, but Prada one is more simpler, but Prada came before. So if you actually have to assume which one followed which trend, I would say Tom Ford followed Prada, but there is no proof of it, okay? But this one came out long back, okay, and this one came out much further, but both are discontinued. So if you look at, I mean, Prada's nose breakdown, this one has about, I think, myrrh, patchouli, amber, vanilla, bergamot, labdanum, saffron, musk, sandalwood, leather, tonka beans, orange blossom, geranium, and vetiver, okay? These are, I think, oh no, this one also has a lot of notes, I forgot, okay. And then the Tom Ford, it has violets, pink pepper, caraway, bergamot, I think it's verbena, yeah, Tuscan iris, Bulgarian rose, black pepper, nutmeg, geranium, clary sage, Indonesian patchouli leaf, amber, vanilla, civet, leather, opoponax, I think that's something like perhaps to do with leather, benzoin, and vetiver and styrex. So yes, I was correct. The Tom Ford a little bit more nose breakdown. This one I think is more prominent if you just make it simple. Tom Ford has a little bit more darkness and a little bit more complexity on the dry down. This one, simply speaking, forget about those nose breakdown. Let me smell them. Prada one, it's a soapy dark. You know, if you see Coach Rob 619's review, this one he described as a black soap, okay? So I never used really a black soap, but I can see what he meant. It's clean and dark at the same time. There's a resinous thing about this. I think the amber in this, it makes it kind of like a sweet, almost imagine like what Dior Eau Sauvage is, that the myrrh note. I think these are very similar to, if you do not know what I'm talking about, the older version of Dior Eau Sauvage. This one has a myrrh note, okay? Myrrh. That one gives a resinous feel. I also get that from this. It's kind of like a creamy, like a waxy, you know, if I can say, it's like a wax, you know, if you really seen a wax melting, this what reminds me of. It's a kind of sticky. I get kind of like an orangey vibe from this as well. This one is spicy as well, but the leather, it's not that prominent. It's dark, spicy, soapy, and a sweet kind of a scent. And it's mysterious. It's not animalic, but mysterious. Let me just show you, just for fun, the sprayers are each. You will see what I mean by Prada. Prada here wins like by far. It sprays, like if you really see it firsthand, if you've never seen these Pradas, you will see these fragrances spray like beast. It's like a laser, one of the best in the game. And the side mounted, the atomizer looks really unique. And they give you the plate, they give you all the notes breakdown, which the Tom Ford doesn't show. So in that way, Prada, it's like very, even though it's cheaper, but it gives that more luxurious vibe. So when I smell it, the opening is a little bit more, like I would say, popping compared to the dry down. Dry down settles down like more, not jumpy, okay? The opening of this stuff, it's, I would say, I don't know, there is like kind of like an orangey vibe up top, but that one disappears and then what you remain with that dry down that I described. So it's a dark, soapy, amber scent. Very mysterious, good for dating, you know, like evening out in the mild cold weathers to winter. So coming to Tom Ford Noir EDP, this one I have fair juice left. This one juice is dark, okay, inside. So Prada one, I don't remember what it was, but let me show you. I have the dry down here. Okay, that's good, but let me show you the sprayer. Sprayer is good, not bad. It shoots good, you know, not bad. I wouldn't complain. The Tom Ford one side looks like F and T. These ones you have to pay a little bit more money nowadays because these are hard to find. So let's see how the dry opening of Tom Ford. The Tom Ford definitely smells more spicy and more complex. Okay, there is definitely a hint of rose there, which is the difference between these two, and there is a note of, I think, that animalic note, civet, right? Yeah, it smells a little bit animalic compared to this, but if you actually ask me, regardless of like comparison, in general there are many other fragrances like Kouros, Stade Lapidus. This one doesn't go to that, or even Chanel Antheas, it doesn't go to that direction, but Tom Ford's usual darkness is present in this. So this fragrance is kind of like, you can say west, borderline west or east, kind of like almost Middle Eastern kind of a spicy perfume, but there's no oud, okay, at least not to me. But I think the fair comparison comes on the dry down. They smell kind of similar on the dry down, but this one feels more spicy, more rose dominant. Patchouli perhaps is much darker in this. I detect less amber compared to this, but this one also has the leather more amped up. So animalic leather rose is the dry down, and the spiciness I think carries through, which is why you get double the performance of amber than in Tom Ford compared to Prada. So that's basic differences on both. This one I would wear with a leather jacket easy, and this one definitely performs without any worry. I would wear this on a very cold night, on a dating scenario. If I actually were a rider of a bike, I would ride bike with this. It's a bit rugged, at the same time Tom Ford's mysteriousness, like mysterious level, both of them are good, but Tom Ford is a bit more mysterious. So all in all, both are fantastic fragrances. It's very difficult to pick one clear winner, but if you ask me, value wise, Prada is a winner. You know, Prada gives you value. If you go for discounted sites, Tom Ford would still be over $100 plus. This one would be under 60, you know, so almost half the price. So what you get in Prada, more beautiful bottle and then more wearable factor. This is more niche like compared to the Prada, but the Prada also has that niche factor. So if you ask me, clear champion, I don't know, I don't have one, but Prada would be my pick out of the two if you ask me value. But it's a better fragrance altogether, performance, everything, and a more beautiful, unique, mysterious scent. I would say Tom Ford is that champion. So yeah, there's sort of like a fair comparison. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully let me know your thoughts and which one do you like. Do you try both, and what is your reaction? Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Time to move on to the second video. Bye bye.